boys and girls. Today I brought you outside with me so that we can plant some flowers. So let me get started with our presentation. 1 second. Presentation going to start. There we go. Sorry about the wait. Seems like the internet's not working out here. There we go. It's time to read a book. Come with me. It's time to read a book. Come and see. It's time to read a book. It's time to read a book. It's time to read a book. Come with me. And today we are going to be learning about the life cycle of a flower and planting seeds for our garden to grow. Can you see Pooh here? He's planting seeds. And we have, the reason why we're going to be planting seeds for a flower is so that the butterflies have something to eat. And the caterpillars can eat the leaves. So let's get started with our song. Roots and shoots, we are the roots and shoots of the living world. Roots and shoots everywhere. The hopes and dreams of the living world. Roots and shoots.
We dig the earth and we reach for the
The
sky.
roots are at the bottom underneath the dirt.
We root so low and we shoot so high.
We shoot so high.
We love the birds and we love the trees.
Roots and shoots, roots and shoots.
We love the whales and the chimpanzees.
Roots and shoots, roots and shoots. Roots and shoots, every shoots. We are the roots and shoots. Roots and shoots, roots. The hopes and dreams of the living world.
We are the seeds and we are the buds.
Roots and shoots, roots and shoots.
Grow through the concrete, grow through the walls.
Roots and shoots, roots and shoots.
The power of life, the
Power of love. Roots and shoots, roots and shoots.
From the earth below to the heavens above.
Roots and shoots, roots and shoots.
Reach for the sky. We
And the day of life. Roots and shoots, roots and shoots. We are the roots and shoots of the living world. Roots and shoots everywhere.
the hopes and dreams of a living world. Roots and shoots, roots and shoots.
We are the roots and shoots of the living world. Roots and shoots
living world.
There's the parts of a plant. You see the root and the stem and the flower and the leaf. Wow, that's a big root. Roots and shoots, roots and shoots. We are the roots and shoots of the living world. Now that we got our body ready for story time, it's time for our book. And the title of our book today is How to Grow a Garden. Can you see Winnie the Pooh there? Growing our garden? Have you ever thought of growing your own food? This book will tell you the basics on how to grow a garden. Gardening for goodness sake. Almost nothing on earth is better than a garden. Gardens are a pleasure to see, smell, hear, and taste. Gardening even feels good because you have to dig in the dirt. She wants to try something. Back. Let's go to full screen. I guess not. Because you can dig in the dirt with your fingers. What could be better than that? Seeds, soil, water, and sunlight are all you need for your garden. So Miss Tricia has some seeds, some mixed color flowers. We have some soil. We have some dirt. See in there? And we also have some water, just like Winnie the Pooh is watering his plants. You may also want a watering can, small shovel, and gloves. These tools will make your job easier. What seeds will you plant? You may choose to grow flowers, herbs, or vegetables. The gardener gives seeds life by planting them in the dirt, where water and sunlight work their magic. Pick out a sunny place for your garden. Read the seed package to see how much sunlight your seeds will need to grow. You can't grow a garden without dirt. Dig some dirt from the ground or buy it at the store. Dig a hole in the dirt and place the seeds in the hole a few inches away from each other. Cover them with soil. So Miss Tricia has a container here, and I chose a clear container because I'm hoping that maybe we can see the roots. And we are going to pour some dirt into our container. Just enough, see there? And get your hands dirty. So you're going to dig a hole in the dirt, sticking your finger in and putting some holes in. I put 4 holes in, and then, I want to put a hole here too. Holes around the edges so you can maybe see the roots. And then here are the seeds. Oh, they're very tiny seeds. I don't know if you can see them. And we're going to stick some flower seeds in our holes. Just like that. And they're a few inches away. And then we're going to cover them. We're going to take some more dirt, cover it. Your seeds need water. You're going to fill a watering can and sprinkle water evenly around your garden. Give your seeds a little water every day. We're going to want to keep our soil moist by doing a little bit, not a lot, just a little bit. Keep your soil moist, but not too wet. If your garden is in a container, make sure extra water can drip through the tiny holes on the bottom. Next comes the sun. The sun gives light and warmth to all living things, including seeds and plants in a garden. Give your seeds time to grow. With water, soil, and sunlight, they will soon sprout. When green leaves start to poke through the soil, you know your garden is growing. And so I'm hoping that maybe we might even be able to see some roots in some of the places that we planted. Keep watering your garden. Pull out any plants that you did not put in the garden. Those are weeds. They take up space in your garden and can hurt your plants. If weeds are not removed, they may take over your garden and not allow your seeds to grow. Take a look at your beautiful garden. A garden full of flowers is bright and colorful. Bees and butterflies may stop to visit your flowers. You see the butterfly in the picture there? We learned that butterflies and bees drink nectar from the flowers. A garden full of herbs and vegetables is a lush and green. Peppers and tomatoes grow ripe for picking. Not all visitors are welcome in the garden. Pesky bugs and animals may eat the plants. We learned that about ladybugs because ladybugs are important because they eat the bugs. Nothing but seeds, dirt, and water and sunlight is all you need for a garden to grow. What was once an empty space is now alive. The garden is a gift to all who see it, smell it, or smile at it. Plants use energy from the sun to make their own food source energy in their leaves. So there's the water at the bottom. And there's the soil, and the roots are growing underneath the soil. And then out of the soil sprouts the stem and the leaf. And the stem and the leaf and the flower are getting their energy from the sunlight. And these are some words in our book that we learned. Moist means slightly wet. Ripe is full grown and ready to be eaten. Soil is dirt that can be used to plant things. Sprout to begin to grow, and weeds are unwanted plants in the garden. That's the end of our story. Let's finish our book and see how many points we got. And we got 201 points for reading for 10 minutes. Good job, friends. We're going to go back to our garden. How to grow a garden. So, time to grow our garden. What supplies did we need? We needed seeds. And I have a few more seeds in there. Let's put on top. Cover with the dirt some more. We needed dirt. And we needed water. And what does a flower need to grow? It needs sunlight. And it needs moist water in the soil. And what are the parts of a plant? We have the roots. We have the sprout, the stem, and the leaves, and the flower. So we've spent this whole week learning all about caterpillars and growing and changing into a butterfly and eating the nectar from a flower with their proboscis, right? So now it's your turn for you to be the star of the show, and you're going to act that out. So I want you to pretend to be the egg on a leaf, and you're going to roll up in a ball, and then you're going to grow and be a caterpillar. Maybe you might even make some antennas, and then you're going to turn into a chrysalis. Then you're going to be a butterfly. Maybe you get some ribbon and attach them to your arms and fly around. And then you're going to get a flower and pretend to eat the nectar on the flower. Feel free to add props, such as an antenna or wings, or even a proboscis and a flower for your play. And I want you to pretend to be the very hungry caterpillar. So now it's time for our letter of the day, and our letter of the day is letter Y. Letter Y. Are you ready? I'm going to leave our plants here to grow in the sunlight.
Y is a consonant, a letter in the alphabet. Y is a consonant, a letter in the alphabet. Y is a consonant, a letter in the alphabet. Y is a consonant, a letter in the alphabet. Yeah, 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 yeah. Last year. Year starts with the letter Y. Yo-yo starts with the letter Y. In the yard.
Yard. This is in her yard. On her balcony.
It was yellow.
Yellow.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Take your mouth and go, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. When I was young. I saw a yak. Yak.
Type of an animal.
Eating yogurt.
Yogurt. Oh, all of us love yogurt in our class.
Yogurt. It was yummy.
Yummy has two Y's, the beginning and the end.
Yeah. 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 Write it uppercase Y in the air. 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 Write a lowercase 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 y in the air. Yeah. 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 Y is a consonant, a letter in the alphabet. Y is a consonant, a letter in the alphabet. Y is a consonant, a letter in the alphabet. Y is a consonant, a letter in the alphabet.
And there's our letter Y. Uppercase Y and lowercase y. Good job,
Mickey Mouse Home
friends.
is so fun. There's a ton.
Good job. So I just want to review. Actually, let's go on to our next practice writing the letter Y. Go for a letter hunt and practice writing the letter Y and words that begin with the letter Y. Take a picture of your work or even a video of your student reading the words that begin with Y. Upload the picture and or video to Google Classroom or send it to us on Class Dojo. And here's an additional Google assignment. Using a paper towel roll, construction paper, markers, or other items you find around the house, create your own butterflies. Let's watch our video. See how they did that. So there's the materials. Pretty simple. Toilet paper roll. You can make your own wiggly eyes with paper, or you can just draw them on with a marker. Then you can cover your paper towel with some paper. You need scissors to cut. You're going to roll it up and glue it on. And then you can use the rest of the paper to make the wings. The wings are, make sure there's two sets of wings, an upper wing and a lower wing. And then you're going to glue that on. And then you can add some designs and the antennas. So that's just to give you an idea of what to do. I'm going to stop presenting. I just want to review the parts of a plant. So first, we have the seed. And then the roots start to grow. And then it starts to sprout up. And then it blooms into a flower. And that's the life cycle of a plant that we learned about today. I hope that I also inspired you guys to grow your own plant at home. Get outside and dig in the dirt. There's a little baby plant sprouting. A sprout is a young plant that is just beginning to grow. It's called a sprout. Water and sunshine help the sprout grow fuller. And the reason why I chose today to plant our seeds is because this was Butterfly Week, and butterflies eat the nectar of our flowers. So I wanted to learn about where the flowers come from. I hope everybody enjoyed today's lesson, and I will see you back here later for math time. Bye-bye.